Social media star Peggy Lee warned her friend Giant to keep off her bed while house sitting. She claims his 7'2" frame broke her luxury bed. She's suing him for busting up her beloved bed. Ronald Louissant says Peggy was jumping around on the bed for her social media work, and that's what led to her bed being busted up.
When I was a kid, I used to watch you on TV.
And you survived.
I always knew you were going to be a judge, Judge Jerry. I always knew that you had like a destiny to be a judge, so yeah.
Well, thank you. And Penny, you are suing Ronald, and you go by the name of Giant?
Yes.
If you don't mind me asking, how tall are you?
7'2".
You're 7'2".
Yes.
So, Penny, why are you suing the Giant?
I had him watching my apartment for 3 days. He's a security guard, and he works in the same industry as me. I do Instagram and OnlyFans and stuff like that. So I've known him for a while. He's a pretty trustworthy individual, I thought. And he's a big guy, so I figured he could watch my apartment while I go on this vacation. So I go on the vacation. I'm checking in with him. He's not answering my text messages. He's not answering my phone calls. I pretty much lost communication with him while I was on the trip. So I come back, my bed is broken.
Your bed is broken?
Yes, completely broken, $4,000 bed. I had given him instructions because he's a giant prior to him staying at my apartment to not touch my bed. He said, okay, that's fine, I have an air mattress, don't worry, I'm not gonna go near it. So I get back from Atlanta, I go in my bedroom, and the bed it looked like a tornado hit it.
There's the bed.
That's not a $4,000, but that's a refugee raft. Come on.
Okay, the frame is about, those are the slats underneath the mattress? Okay, so you said don't sit on the bed, and when you came home, this is the bed you saw?
That is the bed that I saw.
Okay, now go ahead.
This is a luxury bed that I got. It was very expensive, like I said, and I had given him these instructions. If I didn't tell him not to touch the bed, then I would understand. I told him, do not come near my bed.
Were you concerned when you told him that because of his size he shouldn't sit on the bed, or because something was wrong with the bed to begin with?
Nothing was wrong with the bed. It was because of his size, because this is a luxury bed, and I'm like, you're gonna break it if you sit on it. I knew that could happen.
It wasn't broken when I left. I mean, she does OnlyFans, she does private videos, but she could have been jumping on the bed for somebody.
Okay, seriously. It's not like she didn't think that this could happen. In other words, this wasn't what,
I mean,
hey,
she
how
thought
did
it could happen. I'm a big guy, I weigh a lot, but at the same time,
okay, is it possible that, for example, if you're twerking on the bed?
My bed was not broken prior to him coming to my apartment. I don't know what he's trying to do right now, but me and him have had conversations about this. He knows he broke my bed. We've been arguing about this since it happened.
What made you think he knows that he broke it?
I have text messages.
Okay, good.
Come on.
It says here, I just got back to my place, why is my bed broken? And you said, what do you mean? It's an old bed, I sat down to watch a movie and it fell apart.
Did you not know that I could like print that out on a piece of paper?
Oh. You are admitting to her in black and white here that you sat down to watch a movie and it fell apart.
I have a video, actually. I don't have it with me, but I've seen a video. I had a camera set up of him walking toward my bedroom with my laptop in his hand.
What's on the laptop?
All I had on my laptop open before I left to Atlanta was my OnlyFans.
Oh, you mean some of those videos?
Yes, but the laptop was closed in my living room, like on a desk. So I have footage of him walking.
You opened her laptop
toward my bedroom with my laptop.
To see some of those OnlyFans videos.
I was watching a movie. I wasn't watching her OnlyFans.
This is what I've been dealing with Judge Jerry for the past,
I have a Netflix account. She has Netflix on the computer.
He clearly just disobeyed me, which is kind of crazy because you're watching someone's apartment, you're doing them a favor, and then you just break their item and don't pay for it.
Okay, what she says sounds reasonable, that someone would say, please don't sit on my bed. Now what happened? Did you sit on her bed?
The third night, I got tired of sleeping on the air mattress. I slept on the bed. Explain how I use the bed one night, and it breaks. It falls upon itself.
What you're admitting to here, which is relevant, is, and I'm quoting you, I sat down to watch a movie and it fell apart. You're admitting it.
You didn't even pay me to do it for you. I did for free. I did you a favor.
It is true that you watched her house and you didn't charge anything.
Yeah, I did her a favor because I know her.
That is true. But you agreed to that before this incident ever happened. That's what you agreed to. But you also didn't listen to her. And in this case, not listening to her really cost her because what she was afraid of, in fact, happened, and you admit to it. So therefore, I fine for the plaintiff in the sum of $3,699.
Thank you.
He's the judge, he makes the decisions, and yeah.
So I just won on Judge Jerry, and I'm very, very happy about the results. Judge Jerry is very smart.
Cheyenne Elliott claims she bought a car that broke down the day after she got it. And when she tried to give it back, the defendant repossessed it and kept her down payment. She's suing him for $5,000. Sam Shalash says the plaintiff threatened and harassed his employees. He repossessed the car for improper insurance and owes nothing.
You are suing him because what you believe?
He sold me a lemon, yes.
He's a lemon. This is a case about you buying a lemon.
I bought a car due to I needed a reliable vehicle. I seen their shop. I liked this car. I seen it was between two cars. So I test drove the one car I liked. I drove it, liked it, purchased it, hit $3,000 down on this vehicle.
Your Honor, first of all, she started by saying that we sold her a lemon, but she's literally picking out bolts that are stripped off. She doesn't know what the definition of a lemon vehicle is, so that's just ridiculous to me.
The next day, I took my car to the car wash. The back passenger door poured in pink and purple bubbles. Poured it in, all through the back door. So while we're going through the car wash, I have to take my 1-year-old out her car seat. As soon as I go leave the car wash, I'm riding down the street. My husband's like, hey, pull over. Pull over for what? You need to pull over because your bumper's hanging off. I said, how the hell is my bumper hanging off?
The bumper didn't fall off because it just fell off. It fell off because of the car wash. It's so obvious.
Now, this is the second thing that I've already had this car for 1.5 days.
She went through a car wash, and the water from the car wash was seeping through the back door. We fixed that. We fixed it so much so that she keeps complaining, right, about us not fixing the car. We actually ended up taking a video where I sat inside the car, had the mechanic run a hose through every crevice that he could. Nothing got leaked. That's obviously something we fixed. She became a problematic customer from the very beginning. Nothing made her satisfied.
No, maybe it's the bolt that's on the door that wasn't properly screwed in and the car door wasn't aligned. There's a picture where the door is not properly aligned. That's the bumper. That's where it was hanging off. I paid for to get that fixed.
Yeah.
That's the bolt that he came out to fix, and I told him I didn't want his mechanic touching my car no more, because that bolt that my husband expressed that was messed up, that's why the door is properly not in line. And if you go to this third picture, you can see where the chip is painting and where the door is not aligned with the car. You can see at the top of the picture where it's aligned, right? Then we go to the bottom, it's not aligned at all. So their fix to that was a weather strip that I paid for. That's the first incident. Second incident is my car sounds like my tire's about to fall off. They wanted me to pay $816 to fix a front axle or strut and an AC compressor that's broke that I've only had this car for about 2.5, 3 weeks. I'm not paying y'all $816 when I just found the shop that I done took my other car to, and I know they do great work, and they was only gonna charge me $250 to fix the AC and the strut wrong with it. And that's not even all of it. The car don't even run. 2 days later, the car cut off and won't even run.
This is a bedazzled ring that she put on the ignition. This is where the key goes in and the car would start if you turn the key in. So this little ring right here, we paid a company, and we actually have evidence that we submitted to the court. We had to hire a specialist, a programmer, because our mechanics were telling us the key does not talk to the car. This was interacting with the signal. The key was not starting the car because it was blocking the signal. That's really it. There's nothing wrong with the car.
And where's the car now?
He has it. He repoed it, supposedly.
Why did you repossess the car?
I repossessed the car because she canceled insurance. Everyone who buys a car from us, if it's financed, must carry full coverage insurance at all times. There's a full contract in there that she signed. She bought it March 13th.
And when did you repossess the car?
May 7th.
So 2 months later, you repossessed it already.
So basically,
how many months was she behind in her payment?
It wasn't because of the payment.
So it wasn't because of the payment. You repossessed it because you're saying she didn't have insurance.
She canceled her insurance right away. Your Honor, we make our
customers... But I have
customers...
here, she got new insurance the 17th of March.
Right.
So 4 days after she purchased the car, she got a new insurance.
So let me just walk you through this,
Okay, and
Your
the
Honor.
new insurance is full insurance. It has collision as well as liability. I'm looking at it right here. The one thing that I see may be a problem is that according to the bill of sale, she was the beneficiary.
That is correct.
Okay, that's fixable, isn't it?
Well, it is fixable, but she became such a problem that we weren't really willing to deal with her anymore.
Okay, let me hear the witness. Yeah, let me hear your witness.
Madison is our service writer.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay.
Well, I just hate. I don't agree that she is painting Sam out to be this terrible person, as to be this horrible company. When her last visit in, she was just completely belligerent.
Sure was.
Threatened to kick my ass.
Sure was.
And
Okay, well,
sorry.
that's not going to work.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay.
That's why I don't want to deal with her.
Did you threaten her?
I didn't threaten nobody.
She just admitted
I came in there and I was upset because every time I call up there, Madison's the one that answers. When I ask a question, how don't nobody ever have the answer?
She's
it's always,
office
I'm gonna ask
manager.
Sam. I gotta ask Sam. I gotta ask Sam. You have all these workers for you, but none of them knows nothing. You always gotta ask Sam. Can nobody ever get in touch with Sam? I called the police the day he repoed my car to figure it out. Where's Sam? Oh, you out of the office all of a sudden. You out of the office. I rode past his mechanic shop. He was there.
Your Honor.
Come on now.
I own 2
So
locations.
yeah, I am irate. I have 3 little kids that have been riding in a car that I purchased and the tire's gonna fall off. So yeah, I have all right to feel the way I'm feeling.
That's not accurate.
Well,
nothing's ever accurate to you.
Your Honor,
what is accurate is she's upset.
I understand
and
that.
she's upset. She's not making up how upset she is. So she's obviously upset. This is not a unique...
Sorry.
You needed a car. And you saw maybe the sticker said, for $8,000 you could have this car, which on the surface looked like a pretty nice car. You fall in love with the idea that I could have this car for $8,000. The monthly payments are going to be this.
It was a beautiful car.
Okay. When you buy a car and finance it over a period of time, it looks like you're buying it for $8,000. You're really buying it for $11,000. Add to that it's 12 years old and 125,000 miles on it, you're going to have repairs. You're going to have things get old. You're going to have repairs. So this, what you thought was an $8,000 car, $11,000 with financing, is suddenly going to be $14,000, $15,000, $16,000, and the headaches that you now have. You bought the car as is. As is a red flag. I understand not everyone can afford to buy a new car. I just want people to be warned that you have to prepare for the worst. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. After 1 month to repossess, and I understand that under the rules here and the contract that was signed, she has to have insurance, collision insurance, that makes you the beneficiary.
Correct.
I understand that. You're right.
We don't just repo after a month or 2. We speak to the customer. We speak with the insurance company. We get them to understand that they cannot do this. Your Honor,
then let me ask you this question. Why didn't you know that all she would have to do to fix this whole situation, you getting on the phone with her new insurance company,
we did, Your Honor. That's how we ended up with the policy.
And it changed the beneficiary. Okay, now hold on.
That wasn't even the case until the day that I took the car in when it wasn't running.
I understand, and I'm saying to you.
And I was very nice until that last day.
Now, both of you, listen here. This is crazy. You guys, you're out a lot of money. And all that has to be done to fix this case is change the beneficiary of the insurance. You give the car back. You go to a different mechanic if you choose. You never have to deal with them again. You just make the payments on the car. If you don't, listen to what I'm saying.
Your Honor, we do that all the time.
Listen to what I'm saying.
We do it all the time.
No, I don't want to deal with that at all. I don't.
Okay, but then...
I'm used to this. Is my first time.
You paid $3,000 down payment. You ready to kiss it goodbye?
If I have to, and then I deal with them, I don't care.
Oh,
we'll take that deal.
Shh. Time out.
I don't
You're
care.
willing to pay $3,000 just so you don't have to talk to him again? What are you throwing out $3,000 for?
Because I already had to pay $2,000 for repairs on a car that's not even mine just to get my daughter back and forth to school. So yeah, not to deal with them.
That's not true. Your Honor, we deal with this on a daily basis.
Like I said, I don't want to deal with them.
We repo cars all the time. They come, they fix the problem, they take the car back.
shows all the breakdowns of everything that I had to pay for my sister's Malibu just to borrow her car for the last month and until I get a new vehicle. Yes, I had to pay all this. So yeah, I'm willing to pay this before I will have to deal with him.
You're the one that filed the suit. You came here saying you want the money, and now you're coming here and telling me you don't.
I want the money. I don't want to deal with him. I don't want to take the car.
I said you don't have to deal with him. If you take the car, you don't have to deal with him anymore. You go to another mechanic.
I just want a refund of my money. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want that vehicle. I just want my money back for what I paid for the vehicle. That's all.
Your Honor, I'm not buying.
Yeah, I'm upset. I'm really upset. Yeah, I am. This is my first time ever buying a used car or going to a car lot. And the only reason I did it is because they had a credit thing because I was trying to buy a house for my kids at the beginning of the year and they wouldn't let me. I had to build up credit. He had this great thing where it went straight through and you build up credit right when you start making your payments. Sure. That sounds like a good opportunity for me. Yeah. Maybe I'll be able to get my house next year and might have some credit.
We do it all the time.
That was the whole thing.
That's
so yeah, I'm upset about this situation.
I've heard both sides, and you have been in this court before.
I have, Your Honor.
Yeah.
I mean, I keep dealing with idiots like her.
Okay,
I'll come every year.
I'm an idiot.
No, she's not. Okay.
Thank you.
Your Honor, she's crying on this courtroom to try to get this idea. Look, I understand that she's upset.
I'm gonna quit talking to you because I ain't belligerent.
She can't threaten our employees.
I understand.
She said she doesn't want to talk to the mechanic, but the mechanic is the guy who fixes the cars.
I've given you both an option to fix the case, go back to square one. She wouldn't have to deal with you guys anymore, but she's making the decision that she doesn't want the car back. I'm trying to do what is fair and just. You will survive my decision, so I am going to fine for the plaintiff in the sum of $2,000.
I do understand why he gave her some money. He felt some compassion for her because she cried the entire time.
Don't purchase from him. You're gonna be in the same predicament I am. And you ain't gonna get your money back with his lying ass. He ain't workable. You ain't never gonna get in touch with him with none of that.